Well, good morning. Today is Sunday. I don't know the date. And survived last night. Got into camp Goddard Shelter about 3 after it stopped raining. Got a chance to dry out a little bit. The bugs were horrendous, just horrible. Biting flies, gnats, mosquitoes. I was like, I'm done. I had to go and set up my tent. That's great, except 5 o'clock this morning, sky opens up, thunder, lightning, pouring rain. It was pouring rain so hard that the condensation from inside my tent was dripping down onto me like a spray. So naturally, my sleeping bag then got wet. It's a little damp. It'll be all right, but wow, what a deal. Today, after that rain, got everything packed up and was able to get into shelter and have breakfast, be dry, and get out here. Today, the trail is a mess. Like I said, the trail is a mess. And so it just goes on and on like this. There's nowhere else to go. It was pretty gross putting on my wet shoes and yesterday's soaking wet socks. Doesn't look like it's going to get any better today. Well, I'm making progress. I did 4.1 miles in almost 3 hours. It's painful. The rocks in Vermont and the mud. Oh well, only another, 70 miles to go, something like that. Headed to Story Springs Shelter, take lunch there.
Starting to lose motivation. I feel like this guy today. I just can't kick it in.
Made it to the overlook. Yeah. Kind of wonder why I climbed this mountain. Fog's starting to lift though. I guess that's a plus sign. Wow, look what happened. The sun came out. First time in 3 days. And another hiker just came by and gave me the weather report. It's supposed to start raining in 3 hours. Well, the sun is still trying to break through those clouds, but it seems like things are getting a little better. Here's a lovely beaver pond. Something I've noticed here all along is there aren't any waterfowl. I don't see any ducks or geese or anything on any of the beaver ponds. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough. I think I'd see a grebe or something. Don't want to gross anybody out, but I better keep my wits about me. That's moose poop. Here's another great beaver dam, and looks like an active beaver lodge. Still don't see any ducks or anything. Well, no moose either. I'm looking for moose too. Probably the wrong time of day for moose. So I stopped for lunch, and a spider's trying to tell me that it's time to go. I must have been here way too long if it's building a web on my backpack. Well, I'm on top of Mount Stratton. Not much to see. There's a fire tower I can climb out. It's supposed to have the best view in the entire state of Vermont, but it's fogged in and it's starting to rain. Can't see anything. Oh well, it's only 3 more miles downhill. I had a great spot for dinner. This is called Stratton Pond, but dinner's gonna be interrupted by a lightning storm, so I gotta go. But it was fun while it lasted. Good morning. Hope everybody's day is off to a great start. Today is Monday, and it's a much better day than yesterday. I don't know. Yesterday I kind of got down mentally, and I was not having a good time. It was so bad yesterday, I was ready to quit and go home. That's bad. I had too much time and effort invested to go home now. But yeah, I'm just not happy yesterday. So this morning started out, well, it was finished last night, I guess. So last night I get to camp. I try to camp on the mountain. I can't camp on the mountain because there's 50-mile-an-hour winds on the mountain and lightning. Okay, didn't camp on the mountain. Come down the mountain. I have to go 3.5 miles before I can find a campsite. The only campsite I can find is the one at the shelter. I get to the shelter and the shelter's full. Sensing a pattern. This is not good. Anyway, there were some tent platforms, kind of like a wooden deck, that were not full, and so I went and slept put my tent up on the deck. Then I had to hike a 1/4 mile to go to the pond. The shelter is called Stratton Pond Shelter. It's a 1/4 mile from the pond to go get water. I guess they don't want us all to muck up the pond and all, but man. So everybody goes down the pond anyway. I went down the pond, had dinner. It was nice down there until, you guessed it, lightning came in, it starts to rain, dinner gets interrupted. On the way back, threw my stuff into the bear box, eat and run fast, and then I was able to get in my tent and hang out for the rainstorm. A couple hours of rain later, it's all good. So I got to sleep dry last night. That's a definite plus. And this morning I need to count my blessings. Let's see. Had the opportunity to put on wet socks again for the 3rd day. I have 2 pairs of socks that I alternate wet ones with, and then I have 1 pair of dry socks that I'm saving. I don't know why, but I am. Oh, I know why. Anyway, my underclothes and all got dried out, so today I get to wear my hiking shorts. They weren't wet, and it's 55 degrees right now with a high of 63, and so I get to, I didn't have to wear the same smelly shirt. I could wear a different shirt today. It's kind of nice. Oh, and I'm having peanut butter crackers for lunch, and my crackers are not crushed. After 4 days being wadded up in my food bag in my pack, they're still not crushed. So, life's okay after all. Because I hiked so far yesterday, I really overdid it yesterday, but I couldn't find a place to camp. I only have 10 miles today, and I'm going to a hostel. And then tomorrow's a 0. So really, why quit? Well, I finally get some blue sky. Of course, while we're looking at that, it's raining on me, and you can see the rain across the valley there. But that's the town I'm going to. Whew. 55 and strong wind. Oh well. I made it down the mountain, managed to hitchhike into town, wasn't too much trouble. Resupplied at the grocery store, and made it to this great place, Green Mountain Hostel. Nice facility, and we are missing that nice, lovely rainstorm coming over there. Should be here in just a minute or so, and it's great that I'm going to be inside, nice and dry. Tomorrow's a 0 day, and my body needs it. My attitude's better too, so a little sunshine can help with that.